Good morning students. Today we will be completing here part 4 of lesson 1, and in the previous session we had discussed about some of the organelles and their functions, and in today's session we will be discussing about remaining two cell organelles. They are mitochondria and centrosome. So first of all we will study about the structure of mitochondria. So mitochondria, you can see in this diagram that they are round and tube like organelles, okay, and mainly they provide energy to a cell in the form of ATP. And what is the full form ATP? That is adenosine triphosphate. ATP, it is adenosine triphosphate, okay, and which are used for to form ATP and for performing different chemical activities for sustaining life. And mitochondria, it is also called the powerhouse of the cell. And about the structure of mitochondria, as you can see in this diagram, that mitochondria is also a double membrane structure. And students, this is the outer membrane and this is the inner membrane. Outer membrane is porous, okay, while the inner membrane has deep folds. You can see here the deep folds. These deep folds, they are known as the cristae, and these deep folds, they provide a large surface to perform the chemical reactions that are required for the generation of ATP, okay. And you can also see that these folds, they are having small rounded bodies here. These small rounded bodies, they are known as the F1 particle and also known as the oxysomes. F1 particles or oxysomes. So you can see here the interior cavity of mitochondria, it is filled with the gel like structure that is known as the matrix, which contain ribosomes in it, okay, and also having circular DNA, and they are also having the phosphate granule in it. So let's discuss about the functions of mitochondria. What are their functions? Mainly that they are the sites for cellular respiration. They are site for cellular respiration. Second, as I before told you that they use oxygen to oxidize carbohydrates and fats. They use oxygen to oxidize carbohydrates and fats present in the cell to carbon dioxide and water present in the cell to carbon dioxide and water. And students, remember that oxidation releases energy in the form of ATP. So as I told you that because mitochondria synthesize energy rich compound that are known as ATP, so it is also known as the powerhouse of the cell. And the third one function, that is mitochondria are also able to make some of their own proteins, so they are regarded as semi-autonomous organelles also. Mitochondria are able to make some of their own proteins, so they are regarded as semi-autonomous organelles. These are the functions of mitochondria. Let's discuss about the next cell organelle, that is centrosome. So if we see the structure of centrosome, so this kind of structure is there. So students, centrosome is the organelle which is found only in the animal cell. Found only in the animal cell. Okay, and it is not bounded by, as you can see that it is not bounded by any of the membrane, but it consists two granules like centrioles, and centrioles are hollow and cylindrical structure. If you will see to this structure, you will see that this is the hollow and cylindrical structure, okay, which are made up of microtubules. These hollow cylindrical structures, they are made up of microtubules, and they have ability to form their own duplicates, astral poles and basal bodies. So now let's discuss about the functions. What are the functions? It helps in cell division. Okay, in animal cell during mitosis. The second one is they help in spindle formation during cell division. During cell division. So students, this is all about the cell organelles and about their functions. So now here the chapter completes, and in next session we will start a new chapter, that is tissue. Thank you so much.